live from Paris and live from Puerto Rico. I'm very happy to be connected with Pavan. Pavan, how are you doing?
It's so excited. I love being on your show, Mark. This is
Oh,
amazing. It's my
thank
own honor.
Thank you so much. This is, of course, an honor because you, Super Scoop, you have accepted to be president of the jury during next CES. And yes, first of all, Pavan, if someone among our community or galaxy doesn't know you, I would love you to explain who you are. Let's start by the ballerina, because it's actually Diwali. It's an important ceremony in India, but you're American, you're acting globally. Please explain who you are, what you've done with Agents, what you've done now with Angel AI. It's just amazing. I can't believe that, and I'm so proud you have accepted to be the president of the jury.
Well, ethnically, I'm Indian and grew up in America. And my Indian half loves the French, so we love you. Because there's a long history of French-Indian romance. And I think recently there was even a big deal, defense deal cut between India and France on submarines and jet engines and so forth. So the partnership continues to grow, and yet another way of doing international diplomacy right here on my global village, really making it a village. So right here, what you see here is the animation of what we call Angel AI. She is a ballerina. She's our mascot or our representative. That's hand-drawn animation by an amazing artist in Australia. And we like the hand-drawn effect. We just can't get the same. Even though we're an AI company, uh, you still need a human touch and human connections. And that's what Angel AI is about, by making human connection through an AI so that we can deliver real value and financial services down to the people who need it the most. And we work with all levels of the community, from the most wealthy to the most destitute. And the idea is to give financial access, low cost, high speed financial access that only an AI can do. Right. So if you go to a typical bank, it's filled with errors and discrimination because everything is done manually, and you are at the mercy of the opinion of that person who you speak to at that moment. Okay. Whereas if you use an AI, it will deliver answers consistently, and it doesn't care. The AI doesn't care about your skin color, about how you speak, or whatever. It only cares about the facts and the numbers and the guidelines. The guidelines, remember, in most countries are issued by the local government authorities, and most countries the guidelines are designed to lift up people out of destitute, lift up people in and create wealth. That's the whole point, that governments back the banking system. And the problem is that in the banking system, there's too many people in between that muddle it up and suck too much value out of the system for themselves. So you replace that with AI, and you can expand. I mean, money is the bloodline, it's the blood, necessary blood flow to keep a community alive. And if those arteries are clogged with inefficiencies, with discrimination, with people who want to act in their self-interest, then you can't get the blood to the organs that need it, right? And the organs means all the different sections of society that need it, so that the country as a whole can grow. And now we basically take a plunger and we clean up those blood clots with AI, and let the AI high speed do everything, get the blood, get the money to where it needs to be, and we lift everyone up. And that's the second half of what we're doing. We just announced a partnership it's called Angel Twin. It's a partnership with Twin Protocol and Angel AI, where we're taking your essence, your energy, what defines you, and we're putting in the blockchain, and it becomes immortal. Right? Imagine you being immortal on the blockchain and you owning your energy, your essence, and you have your own twin avatar, right? And that avatar you can send to work and do the work for you. Do your robotic work. Let your avatar do your robotic work, whether it's customer engagement or download your avatar, download your twin into one of these new Elon Musk robots, and have it do the physical and laborious work for you, so that you can focus on being human and growing your energy, growing your mental freedom.
That's impressive. What is also impressive is that you create intelligence. You know, in Europe, when someone's become a billionaire, most of the time he disappear and spend the rest of his life in I don't know where he spent his life. But you are strongly committed in that tech for good in the future. Really impressive. And what is also impressive are the figures of the score. That's before we talk about the CES. Let's have a look at the explosive growth of Angel AI. Can you just comment those figures of October 2024 that are just insane?
Yeah, so in 1 month, this is month-over-month numbers, we had 6,300 new user counts. That's the US alone, and we're right now focused on the US market, and we're about to expand to the Middle East and India, but that's a different story. But anyway, so in 1 month, we added 6,300 new users. That was a 36% growth over the previous month, and the previous month was actually 125% growth. So it was like, so previous month we had a 4,500 users, and before that, it was, 1,800 users. So that's how rapidly it's growing. And we're hardly, I think we're spending just pennies on marketing, not advertising. This is all, it's going viral, it's word of mouth. And it's basically when I randomly will talk to customers, I'll call them and say, how you doing, how you like it, and where did you hear about us? And almost every single time it is that they say that a friend or a colleague called them up and said, hey man, you got to try out this Angel AI thing. It'll blow your mind. It's just like, it's invaluable. And that's how it's spreading. So that's the right way to grow your market is not through advertising, but through word of mouth. And that's what's happening right now. And we have a bunch of new capabilities coming out in Angel AI. We're doing some major upgrades to the AI. And remember, Angel AI is we're a true AI company. We built the AI from scratch. And we solve a big problem that you can't necessarily do with traditional LLMs, is that in financial services, if I say, Mark, here's $1 million that you're approved for $1 million loan or line of credit, right? I can't be wrong about that. That's not a maybe. That's not a oops, sorry, Mark, no, that money is gone. No, once the AI says something, it has to be right. So it's a very different problem than what you would solve with Llama or Anthropics or ChatGPT. It has to be right every single time. So we built a from the ground up neural net to do this, and that's why it's so amazing and so fast. It just like if you want to get a loan from this, or you want to open a bank account or something like that, or what we're rolling out this year is payday loans, right? In America, we have something called payday loans, which are outrageous. There's 150% interest they charge to customers who are destitute, who are poor, right? And they need a short bridge loan for a few weeks at 150% interest rate. It's insane. Okay,
Just
we're going to get
insane.
it up to them. We're going to get, and just as a community service, I'm going to lend the money out at my cost. So my cost of funds, whatever that is, I'm going to lend it out to the consumer base. And all you're going to have to do is go into Angel AI and say, I need a payday loan. Here's my situation. And just through a conversation, you get your money.
That's just
Where
impressive.
my mission in life is to do God's will, which is to, like, any money I've made, any assets I've earned, it doesn't belong to me. I don't own that. I'm just a steward. God, put me in charge to do something good with it, right? And I believe I feel the mission. I feel what I'm supposed to do, and I got to do it. And if I don't do it, right, and I could do like other people that maybe I don't know these kind of people, but maybe there's some other people who would sit back and enjoy and relax with whatever they've earned, and then you're not finishing why you were given that. There's a reason you were given that. If you don't finish it, guess what? You gotta come back again, do it all over again. And God won't be as generous the next time. He's gonna make it harder for you.
That's really impressive. As the world is drastically changing, the world is on fire, war is everywhere, new government for us in Europe. We are quite surprised by political orientations. That's not the topics of the show, but really reassuring to see how, of course, how AI can be a strong support for people that are afraid of technology, because you know how within my global village, the trust is the heart of the ecosystem, being connected with trusted entrepreneur territory. And of course, you are proving that AI and trust are definitely not opposite, but 100% yes, active and linked. So thank you for everything. And so last but not least, you have accepted, here we see a image of the last CES in Vegas. You have accepted this year to be the president of the juries. We're gonna have lots of juries in tech for cities, tech for education, health, and you'll be with us in Vegas. So thank you also for this commitment. What will be your mentality in being president of the jury? And if you have one, as a conclusion, one advice to give to the startups that will compete, that will be here to find investors, partners, or entrepreneurs like you, inspiring entrepreneur.
Well, I think both how I would what I would be like and what my advice to entrepreneurs is, it says right here on my shirt, right, my Hollywood shirt: act like Brando, groove like Presley, and smooth like Sinatra.
It's a very good conclusion. Thank you so much. So please, guys, note on your agenda the dates of next CES in Vegas. It's going to be January 7th to 10th. My Global Village will be hosted on Swiss Tech booth, CES official Web3 booth, and lots of country booth for the morning and the evening cast. Of course, you'll be among the juries, but if every day you can explore the show, Pavan, and bring to us amazing solution you found out, one more time, it'll be an honor. Thank you so much, Pavan, for accepting being us and longing to see you in the real life in Vegas.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much.